Hello, welcome back. What are we doing today, babe?
We're doing our April 2021 financial recap.
Hold the phone. We got something to do first.
Better.
Much better.
Oh, that's hot. I burnt my throat.
She's not a hardened tradesman like yours truly. So what are we talking about today, babe? Alright, so according to the thing on the computer, we're doing the April 2021 financial recap with coffee.
Mm-hmm.
So, we'll go to the intro and then let's talk about money.
Alright, so I tried to do a Keynote this time. Keynote is not, this is the first time I've ever used Keynote. It's not my strong suit.
We figured it was going to be a disaster anyway. We'd try a new opening montage, see what you guys think. So let us know. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Remember, if you're going to thumbs down twice.
So it's my first time using Keynote. I've never used Keynote before. I don't know how to do like the fancy things. I used to be really good in PowerPoint in high school, like 12 years ago. So
Boy,
more than 12 years ago, hey? 15 years ago.
Gosh, you're old.
So yeah, just bear with us. We're trying something different today.
They say that when you stop learning, you start dying, and we're not ready to die yet. So we're trying to learn something new new to us, that's been around for a hot minute. So
We're also hoping that we don't wake up our baby, who's currently napping in the room right there.
Yeah.
Okay, so our debt repayment, our starting debt at the start of April was $32,882.70, and our ending debt was $31,790.15.
That's almost $1,000 in the space of a month, which by my math means that we should be out of debt in about 31 months.
Sooner than that. It's like less than 2 years.
My math is wrong. Babe, explain.
Well, it's because we're saving on interest as we're making our debt snowball payments. So anyway, so we made a total payment of $1,601.75. $1,092.55 went to principal. $509.20 went to interest.
That kind of hurts, guys.
That's a lot of interest.
Yeah.
So I did break it down. So our OPD, which is the Orderly Payment of Debts program, it's a provincially controlled program available to us here in Alberta.
I assume there's something similar in most provinces and probably states. Well, actually, I can't speak to the states. I don't know. But I would assume there's something available somewhere.
Yeah, so what we did is we took all of our unsecured debt, and aside from our car loan, we took all our unsecured debt, put it into one, basically like a court-ordered payment agreement. It's not quite like bankruptcy. It's not as damaging as bankruptcy. And you still pay back your creditors in full, so we still wind up paying back every penny we owe. It's just that it's one payment made monthly. Our creditors don't come after us anymore.
We pay to the orderly payment of debts. They deal with all the creditors. They tell the creditors that the interest rate is going to be one set amount. Yeah. So for instance, we're no longer paying 20% on our credit card debt. We're paying like 5% or something.
All of our debts are at 5% now.
Yeah.
Except for the car.
Handy.
Except for the car. So we started at $84.78 and 49 cents, and we ended at $74.63 and 85 cents. So $1,014 and 64 cents went to the principal, $85.36 went to interest. Now, technically it's not all interest. $50 a month of that interest amount is a fee that we pay to this company for handling all of this.
Their thing, yeah.
And then the other $35.36 is actually what we paid in interest. And then our car loan went from $24,404.21 to $24,326.30 for a whopping $77.91 on principal and $423.84 to interest.
Man, I can't wait until we're done with the OPD and we can put like an additional $1,000 a month.
Yes.
Towards the car, because like that freaking hurts, guys. Like, holy smokes.
So by the time we pay off the OPD and get into paying off the car, that's what's really going to accelerate the debt repayment. So as it stands right now, I was just looking at our reports Yesterday.
Pay $700 a month towards the OPD plus an additional $400 on our debt snowball. So when we combine that to put $1,100 a month towards the car on top of the car payment, that's gonna be good. It'll be $1,177 towards principal, not $77.
So I was looking at our reports yesterday, and maybe I'll go into it at some point today as well, but the OPD will be paid off by November of this year, is currently what it's estimating us to be at. Now, Cody's also got steady work now starting on Monday.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's actually steady work.
Yeah, I've had steady long-term work before, and it's been like 3 days, and then, hey, the whole company got kicked off site, so, you know, it happens, but I choose to believe that things will be good. I should be employed gainfully and regularly for the foreseeable future, which has been basically our biggest hurdle towards making headway on our debt, because, yeah, working projects like I was, we would get our big nut, like, you know, once or twice a year, but then that had to last until the next big nut.
Yeah.
And it just, we had a lot of money sitting there, but we couldn't use it for anything productive because we needed it to live. So
yeah.
Hopefully we can turn that around.
So once we have the OPD paid off at the end of the year, that whole $1,600 a month that we're currently paying here, will wind up going to the car. And as we hammer down the principal of the car, the interest will continue to come down, and more of that would go then to the principal. So that's what's really accelerating us from taking, 4+ years. So that's what's really going to take us down from, 3+ years, or the original 7 years that we would have taken for that car payment, down to, the 24 months or 22 months or whatever it is that we have left. So now the fun part was our savings and investments.
Yes.
So if you've been watching our videos, the first quarter of this month, we basically emptied all of our savings and investing accounts in order to pay our bills while Cody was unemployed. Then we had one good month of employment last month. Made good money.
And saved nearly $2,000.
Yeah, so we put $1,806.94 into savings. So our savings increased by $1,806.94. Our investment account had 18 cents in it left. And we added in $1,150.
Nice.
Our trade account had $2.13 left in it. And we added $48.81 for a total of $50.94. So the total amount we saved was just over $3,000 between everything, which is actually a savings rate of 19% of our income, which is great. Now, part of that
we will not be able to manage going forward,
No.
because part of the thing with the steady employment is way less overtime.
Yes.
And in my industry, overtime is where you make your money.
I'm just going to add creamer to my coffee.
Okay. So yeah, when I go do a project, I can make potentially, I think the 1 month I made like 12 grand last year, 12 or 14 grand last year in a single month. But that was a boatload of overtime. That was no days off. That was working extra hours on top of my regular 12-hour days. And that's just not available on the type of gig I'm going to be doing now. So we're trading stability for upside, basically.
The other part of this is we're doing that 100 envelope challenge, and this last month in April I decided to take all of that money and remove it completely from our YNAB budget and put it into the investing account. That way, kind of out of sight, out of mind, we're not going to touch it. But our goal, if you remember back to our 2021 goals, is at the end of the year we would be saving 15% of our income. So we started consistently with 10%. We've now bumped it up to 12%. Each quarter we will try to make an increase. So that's where we're at there.
No, each quarter we will make an increase.
We will make an increase, yes. All right, so now our breakdown. So we saved just over $3,000. $1,601.72 went to debt. $2,139.71 went to bills. Bills have gone up in the last 2 months here because, one, we moved to a bigger, more expensive place, and two, our power bill here is astronomical.
Yeah, I don't even understand it. Like, we have electric heat in this apartment, straight electric heat, but we haven't been using it for heating or air conditioning. So I don't understand how we're paying triple or quadruple what we were at the old place.
Yeah, it's quite a bit. So we're going to keep our eyes on it and see. We did have a drop this month, but not as much as I would have liked to have seen. So we'll kind of wait another month or two and see what happens. Subscriptions, we spent $103.10, which is pretty average for us. $2,320.50 to living expenses. So this was like our groceries and our toiletries, personal care, There's a bunch of stuff in there, but part of that big expense was household. So we bought a bed frame, a new mattress, a barbecue, some plants for the place, just like little things as we moved in that we realized that we needed.
Yeah.
That typically would not be that high.
Yeah, typically would not be that high. Also, it was like, guys, we needed a new bed. Like
Yes.
our old one was in rough shape. We weren't sleeping good. We were waking up in pain. It was bad. And the rest of it was just stuff to make the place feel like home, which basically means plants.
There is a sprinkler getting all over our...
There is a sprinkler getting all over our stuff. It looks like they're working on it though, so.
Fund money, we got $864.04, which is huge. Now again, keep in mind Cody made a lot of money last month. Our income was, I think, over 10 grand or 12 grand or something. We'll jump into YNAB after this just to kind of
do an actual breakdown.
So we prioritize giving ourselves 3% fund money, and I think, like, for me emotionally, it's really helped.
Yes, it's been a lot better.
Feel more positive about the budget if we have our own spending money.
Because I mean, I understand the mindset. I mean, like, that's technically an extra $864 that we could have put down on debt. But emotionally, and for something that we can sustain and stick to, I think it was just a lot better, because you can only kind of deny yourself things that you need and or want for so long before you just go off the rails and blow way more than that. Yeah.
So it's definitely helped the morale around our budget and getting out of debt. And then our sinking funds, we spent $488.45. Some of this was car maintenance that we had to get done. Some of it was some medication they had to prescribe me for my nausea.
Yeah, this pregnancy has not been as kind to her as the last one.
I am 19 weeks and 4 days today, I think, so well into my second trimester, and my nausea has not let up. But the pills they've prescribed me are about 85 cents per pill, and I have to take 4 to 6 of them a day. So
yeah,
it's quite expensive.
Now, fortunately, before baby gets here, I should theoretically have benefits again, so that should help somewhat. And by somewhat, I mean a lot. Yeah.
So yeah, sinking funds was just kind of a few odds and ends. So we're going to jump into YNAB now. Okay, so yeah, looking in April, we made over $15,000. A good chunk of that was Cody's employment, and then some of it was that extra money that we had budgeted with last month as well. So coming down, I've changed the way we've kind of categorized things in YNAB, which is why this now looks different from the chart I just showed you. So I don't have a section for living expenses. I've just included things like our groceries and gas, stuff for Freya, the bank fee, all of that I've included under immediate obligations now. Groceries is really high right now, and this is just it's because we had a household fund, and I took that out and moved it into groceries, and so YNAB automatically recategorizes all of that. But again, it's moving in things like, you know, the bed that we would have bought, and
bed stuff, laundry stuff. Previously, our groceries was just like edible, like food and drink. Now it's everything that we need for within our 4 walls.
Yeah, I think what I might do is I might still make a separate category called like home goods, because furniture would typically go under household, which obviously would not go under groceries. So home goods could probably have its own category, but other household things, like if we needed like little command hooks to hang something, or just like the one-offs to me.
The weird little odds and ends that you kind of need just to tweak your place over time to make it just right.
Yeah, I kind of want to, I don't know, Cody and I will maybe discuss that more if we still want to break it out from our budget, because this is obviously not an accurate number. I need to go recategorize some things, but it is what it is. Our gas was really low this month, $156.
Because I wasn't here and she wasn't really driving.
Yeah.
Now that I'm back, though, she's back up through the roof.
Yeah, oh yeah, and it'll continue to increase now that Cody's driving to and from work every day. He won't be in camp anymore.
Yeah.
Holy smokes, look at our dining out. High five. That is the first time I think ever we've spent under $100 dining out. I'm pretty sure we're already over that for this month.
Yeah. Well, some of the dining out came out of our spending money though too, which is really nice.
We're halfway through the month and we've already spent over $200.
That's about right.
That seems more right. I think a big chunk of that is one, because Cody was gone, and like I said, we do a lot less dining out when Cody's gone.
Yeah. I don't understand how a human being can look at half a cup of rice and be like, that's a full meal.
But the other thing is that we took a lot of that dining out of our spending money as well.
Yeah, which is nice, because like if you have it in the budget, it's, you know, I'm hungry and we have spent dining out money, I guess I'm going to spend it. But when it's like you're spending money, it's like, yeah, I'm hungry, but like there's this other thing that I want that I'm kind of trying to save up for, So
clothing, so this was part of our sinking funds. This is in part why our sinking funds were so high as well, is because I needed maternity clothes.
Yes.
I don't know how well you guys can see, but there's the 18-week bump.
There's the baby bump.
Yeah.
And here's the man behind the bump.
Yeah, so it's starting to stick out. Some of my stuff still fits, like these are not maternity pants, but they still fit. But then other things I have to wear maternity pants. So the other thing that was high was that medical. That was just for, I think it was like 3 weeks of those anti-nausea pills, was $77. Vehicle maintenance, we had an oil change earlier that month.
Yeah, and I think we're probably going to do one today or tomorrow again as well.
Yeah, and that was about it. So we spent $10,000 out of the over 15 that we made, and so that means almost $5,000 total wound up staying in our budget. So we know that we saved just over $3,000. You might be wondering where'd that other $1,900 go to. That was forward budgeted into May for May bills or to sinking funds.
Time jump. That money is next month now.
Yeah, or it went to sinking funds.
Well, this month technically.
Like saving up for winter tires, Christmas, birthdays, that kind of thing.
Yes.
So if we jump into our debt payoff planner, we're estimated to be debt free on October of next year. So 1 year and 5 months from now, which is 29 months. And I do, no, 17 months.
There you go.
Baby brain. Which, I mean, we might even be out sooner than that, depending on how things go.
Which, I mean, that's like a pretty accurate representation of parenting and how we view time, because it's like, today was 7 years long.
Yeah.
If the kid is like particularly fussy.
So you can see we're more than halfway there, which is amazing.
Exciting.
Our OPD is 81% paid off. I just updated our balance today with our payment that went through, and our debt snowball payment, which we haven't actually... Which we haven't actually made yet, but you guys will see that in the next budget with this video. We will have made our debt snowball and then our minimum payment, and then the car loan balance, obviously, as well. So, yeah, we're doing okay. So if we look here, Cody's all had a cough. I'm quite sad about it. It says that the OPD will be paid off in 6 months, so November of this year. Which to me sounds about right. We're putting just over $1,000 a month on it, and we have just over $6,000 left. So that
math works out.
That math works out. So I think we're making good progress.
Yes.
Cody's prioritizing coffee right now.
Guys,
I apologize. Not really though, because we're parents and we need our coffee.
Yeah.
And I only get a small amount of coffee every day now, if I can even drink it.
Yeah. Just pull that out of the soapy water, because I'm a parent now.
So, anyways, that's it, you guys. That's all we got. We're really late to the April recap. I do apologize.
Yeah, at this point, we can pretty much film the May recap.
Yeah. So, thank you for watching.
Yeah. Thanks for watching. Glad to have you. We'll catch you on the next one. If you liked it, like it once. If you disliked it, dislike it twice. It's very important. Catch you on the next one. Love you guys very much. And is it payday yet? And it's going to be payday more consistently. Bye.
Bye.